Companies that market funeral insurance to Indigenous communities will face questions this week as the Financial Services Royal Commission heads to Darwin. Consumer groups say funeral insurance targets vulnerable people, and some Aboriginal children and babies have been signed up to schemes that end up costing many thousands of dollars over a lifetime. But at least one company insists it's providing a valuable service. Here's the ABC's Consumer Affairs reporter Amy Bainbridge. And a warning to Indigenous viewers, this story mentions a person who has died.
I kept a lot of them.
These childhood drawings are precious to Ray Menmuir.
Shit, me bringing presents, that's what the card is all about.
He's still coming to terms with the sudden death of his daughter Nadia 2 years ago.
He was a good kid all the way through. I've been analysing what went wrong. To this day, I do that every night to try and find out where I went wrong, and I sort of blaming myself for being a bad father.
Compounding his grief was an ugly standoff with the Aboriginal Community Benefit Fund. Ray had been paying funeral insurance to the fund for more than 2 decades, but it refused to pay for Nadia's funeral and cremation because his policy didn't cover suicide.
I felt ripped off, cheated, deceived, lied to, misinformed, misled.
Financial counsellor Teresa Cummings intervened and managed to get the company to pay back some premiums. That only covered a third of the costs, with Ray taking out a personal loan to pay off the rest.
Obviously, getting a refund of some description is slightly helpful. I still think that they were remiss in their actions.
ACBF is a Gold Coast-based private business that sells funeral insurance almost exclusively to Indigenous Australians. In a statement, the fund says it welcomes the Royal Commission's inquiries, and it has recently changed its policy to cover suicide the same as any other cause of death. But the funeral insurance industry still attracts heavy criticism, and consumer groups hope the Royal Commission will spark sweeping changes. There are calls to cap the cost of premiums, for a minimum age to sign clients up, and for a disclosure on how much customers are likely to pay over the lifetime of coverage. New South Wales Legal Aid says too many people are being sold policies they can't afford or don't even need.
We'd like to see a kind of suitability test so that insurers would be required to assess, is this product really suitable for what this person in front of me needs?
The funeral insurance industry will face questions in Darwin this week as part of a broader look at financial services in regional and remote Australia. Amy Bainbridge, ABC News.